Hi. You. Yes, you. That's right. I'm talking to you specifically. Do you or any of your friends or family feel like you have a lack of sheep content in your life? Well, this video is specifically for you because we're going to be talking about sheep this video. Welcome to episode 8. Today I'm going to be talking about, you guessed it, I'm going to be talking about sheep and how I now suddenly have a bunch of sheep running around in my Unity scene. But let's start from the beginning and start at the modeling process of this little goober. Let's get back to where we left off. So basically where we left off, I did some minor adjustments to the environment, nothing too important, just I updated the plane I used for the water so that it would like fit the terrain. And then I messed up because I thought I was recording when I started modeling the sheep, but I wasn't, so sorry, you can't watch that, it doesn't exist. But basically it wasn't anything too fancy, it was just like, you know, blocking out basic shapes, sculpting to make it look more like a sheep dragging around to, you know, fix the features. Nothing too complicated. I think the geometry, not great, but then again it's wool, like what am I supposed to do? Because like you want it to, you know, be like sort of bumpy, but I didn't want to bake the texture, so I had to like, you know, reduce the geometry count, but that doesn't really matter. So you might have noticed I'm taking heavy inspiration from Pokemon and Wooloo because Wooloo is perfect character design. So if something is not broken, well then you clearly do not need to fix it. Instead, what you should do is just do whatever they're doing. Just steal it. Okay, no, don't steal, but like, you know what I mean? Like color palette is very similar because, yes, I am referencing the color palette because it's just so cute. So basically for the sheep, I decided to have a separate plane for the face so I can add different textures for the face, and the face features can make like a cute little animation, maybe make it blush, maybe make it blink with its huge gemstone yellowy eyes looking into your soul. I'm just kidding. I also decided to add horns and these tiny bells that sort of hang because I thought that was very cute. And then I fixed up my ugly geometry and then I imported it into Unity, and now you can see it looking so cute. Look at him just standing around there. I'm just staring at myself. So I had some minor issues with the toon shader because it wasn't tuning enough, but don't worry, I fixed that. Then I rigged it, you know, see him waddling tiny little legs. So I could make some very like simple animations. I'm definitely gonna come back to this later, but for now, it's fine. There'll be an idle and there's gonna be a walking, you know, just so that you can walk and then idle and then walk in a random direction. You know what I mean? Like just sheep stuff. And then you can see him in the scene. Oh my god, look at him. Yeah, basically that's the idle animation. So there's gonna be a lot of tail shaking and ear flapping. Because he's just hanging out, just having a good time. Really funny thing. I was reusing code from the enemies and I put it into the sheep, you know, to like get him to walk random directions. And I forgot that the enemies jump, so color me surprised when I clicked the run button and my sheep was jumping. I was like, oh my god. Because that's very fitting, because, you know, sheep, they jump. But I removed that because a little bit too distracting. I mean, obviously lovely, very cute, but like very distracting if you have like 50 sheep just jumping around. Sorted out that, put in the walking animation, so now he like waddles. Waddles to where he's going. I don't know where he's going, but he's going places, that's for sure. I was having some issues with the code because I like accidentally like nuked my project by writing essentially like an infinite loop, which just made the whole thing crash. And I lost like a bunch of progress, but luckily for me, I live with the world's coolest, prettiest, and smartest programmer that could easily solve all my problems. So now you can see that he's just walking around in the scene. I'm having an issue where it's supposed to be swapping from the walking to the idle. It's not doing that, but don't pay too much attention to that. Don't worry about it. Just look at him. Just walking. It's a little guy just walking around. Also, the red lines, I'm debugging. I was debugging because I was having issues with the slope handling, but don't worry, I fixed it like a champ. AKA, I cried and asked ChatGPT to fix it for me because I'm a crybaby and I can't do anything by myself. But now he walks and he's so cute and he can walk up hills and he looks very cute doing it and he's waddling around. Like I said, I'm gonna fix that he's supposed to be idle, but like for now, just look at him. So precious, so beautiful. Just a little baby bean, baby cloud. Just a little sheeple. Wake up, sheeple. He's right there. Look at him. So beautiful. Okay, whatever. I need to stop. He possesses my soul, and now I have a whole scene of them. Do you know the infinite possibilities and power I possess? Like, why would you get an aquarium when I can literally just click the play button in my Unity game and just watch like a waddle of sheep waddle around? Is that the correct terminology? Is it a waddle of sheep? I don't even know. Like, a flock of them. A ton of them. So yeah, basically that summarizes the sheep happenings, the sheep segment, and the next segment is gonna be about how I'm adding more stuff to the rest of the island, you know, just fleshing it out a little bit. But yeah, sadly, that's enough sheep. Let's talk about environment. Alrighty, so let's continue where we left off. So I decided to make this massive sort of ancient rock as the first sort of new prop that I wanted to make for the rest of the island. And the procedures, it's pretty standard, the usual stuff, sculpt, and then substance painter, and then I paint, and then I bake the high polys onto the low polys, and I already have smart material for that, so it didn't take too much work, just yeah, the the usual process. And so basically in my head I had this vision of there being this like ancient well sunstone on the island that were like the water reserve that the children use on the island is sort of always running from, to sort of help explain how there is water and a functioning ecosystem up here in the sky. And I feel like I'm definitely gonna elaborate into that a little bit more later. But if you look close, you can see that there's like, I sculpted a little sun where the water is sort of running from, to sort of hint at it being like the work of one of the gods, specifically the sun god, that helps create the water so that the ecosystem functions essentially. And then pretty standard stuff, just like painting some textures and adjusting the terrain just to make it look nice. I also placed some lily pads, as you can see. I definitely want to make some ivies also, to sort of as like foliage to put around the rock, to more emphasize that it's sort of like old and it's ancient, it's been there forever. But I'll get to doing that later because the holidays are just around the corner and I've been super busy, and I will be super busy, but I really wanted to put something up before the year was over, just to sort of wish you all a nice holiday. So I'm actually going to end it here for now, but don't worry, I'll be back in 2025, which I know it sounds so crazy to say that, but 2025 is just around the corner, and I just wanted to wish you all a lovely holiday, and I really hope you get to have a lot of fun, maybe see friends and family, just relax and eat and drink tasty things, and I'll be back with the next installment, 2025. I just also wanted to say thank you so much to everyone for sticking around and watching my silly content. I've also seen that you guys have been leaving some very, very lovely comments, so I just wanted to thank you all for that. But yeah, for now, stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.